Hello and welcome to this review of Tube Trivia AI. This is a service that allows you to make video quizzes and it costs around $18. It says here there's a coupon of Trivia 3, gives you $3 off, but I use the coupon code of Trivia 4 and I got $4 off. So for the premium service with a commercial license, it costs $17.95, and of course I've shown you and talked about how to get another $4 off, but let's see if it's any good. So I've now logged into Tube Trivia AI. I really struggle to say that, but there we are. And now we're going to go through making our own sort of quiz video. So it uses AI, surprise, surprise, and we've got some categories here. So let's go for general knowledge. Let's give it a campaign name of T6. I'm not going to do multiple videos. I'm not really sure what this is. I might come back to that later. Now we can pick the number of questions. Just for ease of demonstration, we're going to go for 3. Templates we can pick from, we're going to go for 3 as well. Type of questions, we've got options of ABC or this and that. So is it this or is it that? Let's go for ABC. That's what most people are going to expect. And we're going to go for medium on the difficulty setting. So we click generate. So it uses AI to come up with some questions and some answers. You need to do a bit of work yourself. Don't think this will do everything automatically. It won't. So we've got to pick a template. We don't know what the templates are, but let's go for template 1. So we get 3 questions. Which country is known as the land of the rising sun? Option 1 is Japan, China or Korea, and the answer is Japan. That to me is correct. Who wrote the famous play Romeo and Juliet? That again looks correct. What is the chemical symbol for gold? And again, that is correct. So we go to next. Now here we can pick between 16:9 or your portrait version. So at the moment, it's not very obvious, but this is in desktop mode and we can pick sort of the background template. If we click on this, it's going to reload very slowly and we can do a short video or TikTok video using the same templates. So I'm going to go for the desktop version. I'm going to pick this one, and here we have something that doesn't seem to do anything. If I click on it, it doesn't do anything here, so I don't know what that's for, but I'm going to click next. So now it's generating the quiz, and again, this is where we've got to do a little bit of work, unfortunately. So it puts it into some sort of timeline editor, and we've got our elements down here. Unfortunately, we can't just leave it like this. So if I play it, you'll see things don't line up. It puts the text in boxes, but I don't think this lines up. So we need to do a bit of work here. It's got our question. I think that question should be a bit bigger. So I've got to go and adjust the size of the question and the position of the question. That's okay. That really should be here. That should be here. And that should be here. And it's worth saying there aren't any alignment tools. So we can go and upload a video if we wanted. If we wanted to have a video in the background, I can use the stock music that comes with it. I can add an image. I can get an AI generated image. Now that's interesting. So I'm going to go for rising sun flag, and I just want a square image, and I'm just going to go for pencil art. I'm not fussed about the mood, but I'll pick light. Quality of image, standard. So let's generate this image and see what happens. So we've got an image here. If I click that, I can add it in, and I might just want to make that bigger. That makes it slightly more interesting. Elements, we've got arrows and things. Doesn't appear any way to search them. We can go and add different texts. Seem to have a text editor here. That's interesting. So we can change the font and the color. Yeah, look at this. This is not a very good text editor because I cannot get rid of this extra bit here. That's really annoying. So this is fiddly. You're going to spend a lot of time fiddling about with this. Let's put it there. And if we want, we can generate a TTS voiceover. Again, it's going to be fiddly. Let's have Danielle the female. Let's edit that. And I'll tell you why it's going to be fiddly. When we add it, it's going to appear down the bottom. So here it is, but we've got to get it lined up in the right place. This is where the second slide comes. So this image that I added, I only want it for slide 1. I need to move it down here because I don't want it anywhere. But this is really fiddly to get everything to line up, which is annoying. So we're now on slide 2. And again, we've got to go through all of this again because I'm probably not going to bother putting in an image, but one thing I will want to do is I will want to generate the TTS. Again, we're going to have Danielle the female. And there's this answer, question 2 answer, but it's in the wrong place. So we need to put it in the right place. So let's go to the final question. Let's generate the TTS for it with Danielle female again. So there's quite a lot of things to do. And then at the end, this really confused me. You need to click here. It says submit here. If you do it there, it's not going to work. You have to click here and you have to watch the video play through. So it says video has been exported, proceed to step 3. But if I click submit, I think it's going to tell me there's an error. It tells me my download limit has been reached. I've only downloaded one video, so I just need to wait a bit. That's clearly an error, and it will eventually give me a pop-up where it says go to stage 3 or go to the next bit. Now I noticed when this was running through, things weren't in the right place and the answer seemed to pop up before the countdown timer was done. So am I going to get this pop-up? Does it allow me to go to the next stage? Okay, so here's the pop-up. So I click OK. And now I can view my video. So let's see what this is like. So you've seen what the video is like. I'm going to not talk about what I think about the video because there's a few more things to go over. I want to go back to create campaigns. While we did general knowledge, I want to do this custom one now. MC2, export multiple videos, 3 questions, 4 templates, ABC. Oh, let's do this and that. This or that, medium. Let's go. Template 1. Oh, that's good because it's given some questions. Who is the father of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver? I think it's Magneto. It's a shame it doesn't give the answer. Which Avenger is known for wielding a bow and arrow? Hawkeye. What is the real name of the superhero Iron Man? Tony Stark. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to go to next. And this time we're going to do mobile so you can see what a mobile one looks like. This looks fairly like Marvel, so I'm going to pick this one. And I'm going to click next. So I think when we do multiple videos, each question comes out as a video rather than one video that contains multiple questions. So let's just edit this one. That's interesting. I could have clicked download and maybe I would have got the video without having to do any editing. So it is all over the place. So we need to put this down here. This down here. It would be really good if we could do some center aligning, but for whatever reason we can't. There we are. That seems to be a better alignment. We have this timer here. I think this timer comes from the video, so we don't really want the timer overlapping with things. So if we move that down, but yeah, so we can't move this timer. We can't move this box. So that's a bit rubbish, really. Unfortunately, this one didn't have an answer, so I'm going to put the answer in. There we go. So we've got our answer. I'm going to click on finish again and export it once more. Okay, and I'm going to see if I can get the video to download. Let's have a look at this video. Okay, so that was the mobile video. So what do I think of this service? I think it's around $14 and it does make quizzes, but it is not polished. You end up doing quite a lot of work yourself, just aligning things, sorting out various bugs, waiting for things to load. So I don't think it's brilliant by any means. It does do what it says it does, but there's a lot of things that could be improved with it. Thank you. Goodbye.